Hello there, and welcome to our show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Angeline.
And Angeline, it's day 2 of our little shopping trip. Well, we actually haven't started shopping yet. But our friend Pat was complaining that his phone, which was made in like 1653.
From when the dinosaurs were around,
right? He's got a 1,000-year-old smartphone. Well, no, it's not thousands of years old, but it is 6 or 7 years old. It's from 2010. So he was complaining to Laura that it just doesn't work very well. It doesn't charge very well. It works very slowly. So she was saying, hey, your phone was made before dinosaurs. You should get another one. And Pat, not being the big kind of technology 3C kind of guy, was thinking, really? Is it worth it? Should I really bother? Is it so much better? And Laura was going to take him to a phone store in order to shop for a new phone. That's kind of where we left it yesterday. So today, I believe they're on the hunt for a new smartphone.
So let's see what they get up to.
Don't buy a Galaxy Note 7.
No.
Reading.
Adventures at the cell phone shop. Pat and Laura are looking around the phone store. I can't believe how many phones are available. This is so confusing.
Let's start by focusing on features. What size screen do you prefer?
I definitely need a big screen because I watch lots of videos.
All right. We'll find a phone with a large display. Do you want a cutting-edge camera?
No, the camera quality isn't important. Besides, you're taking pictures all the time. The most important thing for me is the price.
Well, you can get a discount if you sign up for a monthly plan. Here's an unlimited data plan. It's useful, but it will cost you an arm and a leg.
Nah, that's not necessary. I can go with a smaller plan.
Have a look at this plan. It has everything you want. Plus, it comes with a portable battery charger.
Wow, just what I need. Pat and Laura find a salesperson to discuss buying the phone.
Yes, okay. Yeah, well, actually, you can't buy a Galaxy Note 7, right?
I think stopped selling.
They pulled them all because they didn't work very well. But there are many other great phones out there made by Samsung and Apple and many other companies. So I'm sure they'll be able to find something great. Well, let's check out what happens.
Okay, so they're in the store, right? And our article says, Pat and Laura are looking around the phone store.
Right. And Pat says, because he hasn't been in a phone store in 6 years, I can't believe how many phones are available. This is so confusing. That's kind of true. I have to say, a lot of my friends have either an iPhone or one of the more popular Samsung models. But when you go into the phone store, you realize those are just 2 models out of like 40 that you can choose from.
Yeah.
Many other companies make them. Of course, there are the popular ones, but there are many choices, as Pat says. And if you're like him or like my mom, who's a little older, not so into technology, it can be confusing. If something is confusing, that means it's hard to understand. Everything seems complicated. You have many questions, but it seems like it's hard to get information. It's so confusing. What do I do?
I know. I feel the same way. But luckily, iPhone, which is the one that I use, they only have like two
They really
kind
do,
of models.
don't they? And,
yeah.
and they're kind of the same. One just has more memory
And
or
a
is
bigger
a little bit
screen,
bigger.
yeah.
But you're right. Some of the other companies, they have like 12, 20, 40 different models.
Yeah, so Laura, it seems like she's like a tech girl because she seems to know a lot, okay? So
she's very hip.
Yeah, she gives some very good advice.
Yes.
She says, let's start by focusing on features.
Ooh, good idea.
So, for example, maybe Pat would like a phone to be waterproof.
Okay.
So that he could use it maybe when he goes swimming.
Oh, I make a lot of phone calls when I'm swimming.
Do you?
Yes. No.
But there's a lot of waterproof phones now.
I guess people do like to take pictures at the pool or the beach, right? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Laura focuses on a feature that many people consider. She asks Pat, what size screen do you prefer?
Interesting. That's a good question, too. And Pat has an idea about that. He says, I definitely need a big screen because I watch lots of videos. All right, absolutely. That's a good reason to get a big screen. And he's sure about this because he used that adverb definitely. I 100% need the big screen phone because he does use it to watch videos and movies and things like that.
So Laura responds by saying, all right, we'll find a phone with a large display. Okay, so the phone's display is the screen of your phone. So we can say phone screen or phone display. That's where information is shown on your phone. It is also where we kind of put our finger and touch on whatever icon, or if we need to make a phone call, that's where we would touch the screen or the display.
Yes, indeed. Or the monitor if you're talking about an old-style computer.
Let's use the word display in an example sentence. This car has a display that shows the street map.
Ah, okay. So the GPS will show up on the display. Yeah, a lot of new cars, they do have like a little TV screen right in the dashboard, don't they? And Laura has another good question here. Another great popular feature of many new phones is, do you want a cutting-edge camera? Cameras for taking pictures. How can you Instagram your lunch without a camera? And if something is cutting edge, we use this when talking about technology. Think of the cutting edge of a knife or a pair of scissors. That's the leading edge. So when we talk about cutting edge technology, it's the most modern technology, something that only came out a few months ago. 20 years ago, DVDs would have been cutting-edge technology. Now they're definitely not. Now, like VR, right? A lot of people are talking about VR, virtual reality. Those TV screens you wear almost over your eyes. And if you're a cutting-edge gamer, you might play your games using a VR screen. It's very modern. It's the latest thing. It's probably quite expensive. And you might be one of the only people who's using it. So a cutting-edge camera would be the very best, clearest camera with the most powerful lenses, but of course it will cost you a little bit of extra money at least. So, does he need the cutting-edge camera?
He says no. The camera quality isn't important, so I guess Pat maybe doesn't really need his phone to take pictures. Maybe he has a nice camera to do that.
That's true. Or he has friends like I do who take lots of pictures, so he doesn't have to. He says, besides, you're taking pictures all the time. Every time we go somewhere, you take pictures, so I don't really have to.
Okay, so Pat tells Laura what he cares most about. He says, the most important thing for me is the price.
Ah, okay. He's a frugal shopper. Frugal, F-R-U-G-A-L, means you're careful with your money. You're not cheap. You will spend the money, but you want to make sure you're getting the best value before you spend your hard-earned money. And Laura has an idea about how to do that, how to get the best camera for the lowest price. She says, well, you can get a discount if you sign up for a monthly plan. Ah, that's a good idea. A discount is basically when there is a lower price. If you go to a sale and everything is 10% off, you are getting a 10% discount, a slightly lower price than what is normal. If you buy bread from a bakery late in the evening, right? They might throw away the bread when they close, so they'll buy it, they'll sell it for a discount. It might be as much as half off or something like that. Basically, if you get a discount, you're saving money compared to the regular price. For example, we went to the movies on Tuesday because they have a family discount that evening.
We also see the phrase sign up. So to sign up for something means to join a program. For example, if you'd like to take a class, you'll have to sign up by giving your personal information like your name and maybe paying a fee. So signing up for a plan is something that you would need to do so that you can actually make phone calls or use the internet on your phone.
Very cool. And monthly plans. So often when you sign up for things like phones or maybe working out at a gym or something, you might sign up for a monthly plan. Things that happen monthly happen every month. That's right. So it happens 12 times a year or every month. Fairly simple. For example, you could say John gets paid monthly. So every month he gets paid for his job. Not every week or every 2 weeks or every year. Every month, monthly.
Laura says, here's an unlimited data plan. Okay, so before we talk about our vocabulary word unlimited, let's first review what limit means. So a limit is the smallest or the greatest amount something is allowed. For example, sometimes when something goes on sale, the store might limit 2 per customer. So that item, one customer may only buy 2. So going back to our vocabulary word, unlimited, if something is unlimited, it doesn't have a limit. That means you can use as much as something as you like. In this case, there won't be a limit to how much data or 4G Pat could use if he signs up for an unlimited data plan. Here's an example sentence for the word unlimited. This ticket gives you unlimited travel on the train for 7 days.
Oh, so anywhere the trains go, you can go for 7 days and you won't have to pay extra. Notice Angeline used the word data. You can also hear people pronounce it data. And that's both of those are totally acceptable. But remember, you never put an S on data. It's not countable. Have some data, lots of data, some data, lots of data. Information, basically. And Laura says it's useful, but it will cost you an arm and a leg. So she's talking about this unlimited data or data plan. She says, yeah, it's useful. You'd be able to talk and send as many messages and emails as you want, but basically, it's expensive. If something costs you an arm and a leg, that means it's very expensive. If something costs you, that's how much you have to pay for it, right? If you see a price tag on something in a store, hey, those shoes cost $1,000. I'll have to spend $1,000 to get them. And imagine if you're buying something and instead of taking all your money, they take one of your arms and one of your legs.
No.
You would think, hey, that's quite expensive. I won't be able to play tennis anymore.
walk.
Or do lots of things. Do I really want to do this? So it's basically giving you the idea that it's expensive. It's very expensive. Let's check out our shortcut for you.
Shortcut for you.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm okay. I like your fancy new jacket.
Oh, this? Yes, I just got it actually.
It looks like it cost an arm and a leg.
What? I used money to pay for this jacket, not body parts.
If something costs an arm and a leg, it is very expensive.
Got it. Cost an arm and a leg is 非常昂贵，花某人一大笔钱。
Exactly. Now, how much did it cost, if you don't mind me asking?
Excuse me? I'm not going to tell you that.
Why not?
Because it cost an arm and a leg.
I knew it.
So we know that Pat is a frugal shopper, right? So he wants to save money. So he says, nah, that's not necessary.
Okay.
I can go with the smaller plan.
That sounds like a good decision, unless you're a busy business person who's constantly sending emails. I don't think you need that much data or that much of an expensive plan. And Laura is looking around, and she's probably seeing some information on a brochure, on a wall poster or something. She says, have a look at this plan. So she's seen a whole different one from the company. It has everything you want, she says, plus it comes with a portable battery charger. Oh, so you get a little bit of a free gift in there. Battery charger we talked about. That's a large battery, stores a lot of electricity or power. You can put it in your bag and carry it. So if you do run out of power in your phone, you don't have to plug it into the wall. You plug it into this portable battery charger. Portable, meaning you can move it or carry it around.
Pat likes what he hears,
yeah,
okay?
Good plan and a free battery charger. That's not bad.
He says, wow, just what I need.
Ah, perfect. All right, so then Laura and Pat, they've made a decision. Next thing to do is to, well, get the ball rolling, start filling out that paperwork and handing over some money, and hopefully Pat will get a new phone. So it says they go off to find a salesperson to discuss buying the phone. A salesperson is a person who works in a store, and their job is to serve the customers. So if you have questions, if you're looking for something special, if you don't understand things, if you need any help, you would go and find the salesperson. Anywhere from, your local convenience store or drugstore right up to a place you might go and buy a car or a diamond ring or something like that. If the person works in the business and their job is to help the customers, they are a salesperson. We can say salesman or saleswoman. Salesperson is useful because it covers both. For example, the salesperson couldn't tell us when the sale would end. They didn't have the information.
No,
that salesperson needs more training.
But sometimes companies don't tell you.
That's true. Sometimes they don't.
They kind of want you to buy it now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we don't know, so you should get it today. That's a clever salesperson. All right, we'll be back with our chat question.
For You Chat.
Okay, let's take a look at our For You chat question for today.
Alrighty.
It says, what are the most important features for you when you're shopping for a phone?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, unlike Pat, I don't watch a lot of videos, so the big screen is not so important. In fact, it's probably one of the least important because I would say size for me is the most important.
Me too, actually.
I want a phone that can fit in my pocket, that I don't have to carry a bag around to, carry. And I know some of the bigger ones, if you put them in your pocket, there's a chance they'll bend or break or things like that. So I kind of thought that the iPhone, which I use from a few years ago, was actually a better size. Maybe not the early one. That was pretty small. But now I feel they're getting a little too big. So for me, size is important. And I certainly don't want one of those ones that's as big as a small book or anything like that. This is too big. But I don't watch movies. I understand how for some people it is. What about you? What's a good important feature?
I would say size also matters. I like how... I would find a phone and make sure that it fits in my hand because my hands are kind of small.
Right.
And you
can really hurt your thumbs and stuff stretching around a big phone. You can. It's true.
I guess you could. But also, I'm worried that I'll drop my phone.
Oh, yes.
So that's why I want to make sure I have a good grip. I can hold on to my phone properly without it slipping out of my hands.
Yeah, that's true. Size is important. Also, weight.
Yeah, it can't be too heavy.
But it can't be too light. Because if it's too light, you always think, oh, I know, I lost my phone. Then you're always checking your pockets. Oh, no, it's there. Oh, I lost my phone. Oh, no, it's there. So I think, for me, and it seems Angeline as well, size, weight, things like that. What about you guys? Is it the size of the screen, the battery life, how many big apps you can put in there, the quality of the camera, maybe? Have a chat about that, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Adventures at the cell phone shop. Pat and Laura are looking around the phone store. I can't believe how many phones are available. This is so confusing.
Let's start by focusing on features. What size screen do you prefer?
I definitely need a big screen because I watch lots of videos.
Oh, right. We'll find a phone with a large display. Do you want a cutting-edge camera?
No, the camera quality isn't important. Besides, you're taking pictures all the time. The most important thing for me is the price.
Well, you can get a discount if you sign up for a monthly plan. Here's an unlimited data plan. It's useful, but it will cost you an arm and a leg.
Nah, that's not necessary. I can go with a smaller plan.
Have a look at this plan. It has everything you want. Plus, it comes with a portable battery charger.
Wow, just what I need. Pat and Laura find a salesperson to discuss buying the phone.
Vocabulary Review.
Display. The display on the running machine shows how far you have run. Discount. Everything in this store is being sold at a 10% discount this weekend. Monthly. Jake's soccer club has a monthly meeting to talk about important matters. Unlimited. You can have unlimited food and drink in this hot pot restaurant, but only for 2 hours. Salesperson. The salesperson tried to get me to buy a new TV, but I wasn't interested.